Well, Derek Thomas is here today with Thomas Landscapes, and we are talking about tinctures, about these things that you can do naturally to, you know, I guess aromatherapy, medicinal uses for these types of things. Something I had not really thought about or heard of, but it's pretty unique, and you have a way to do it yourself.
Yeah, you can. It's another part of gardening, and tinctures have been done for centuries. It's as you said, it's part of aromatherapy. It's the use of the essential oils of plants, and you know, all plants have essential oils. Some are more nicer than others.
Right.
Some have been used, you know, for their essences. Like the rose is one that's known throughout the centuries, you know, for allure and love and things like that. Now, there's other things like lemongrass, which is widely used in cooking, but I want you to smell that.
And it smells very strong and lemony. I mean, it's very bright. I like the smell.
It's a really nice, fresh smell. And so what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be actually putting together what I call my Mosquito Beater Tincture.
Which everybody needs this time of year because we all hate mosquitoes. So.
Right. The mosquitoes are out of control this summer. And as with any tincture, you know, I've even brought in some basil just to demonstrate. If you like the essence of basil and you want to have basil throughout the winter months, you can create this tincture and then you can spray it. There are lavender tinctures that you can make. Basically, a tincture is going to be 1 part 80 to 100 proof vodka. If you don't like the vodka, you can use distilled water. It just has to cook a little bit longer. You're going to use the herbs that you want. Now, with the mosquito beater, what we're going to do is we're going to do lemongrass, we're going to do eucalyptus, we're going to do lavender, and we're going to do citronella geranium, if you can find that.
Okay. And I love the eucalyptus, too. It's a very good scent as well.
Well, and you know, the nice thing about the eucalyptus, it's also got antiseptic properties, which is wonderful. So yeah, so it's really nice. Now, with the lemongrass, what you want to use is kind of the woody pieces. With the lavender, it's pretty straightforward. Now, I've added some into this mixture already.
Okay.
And what you use is a canning jar. Canning jars are usually good because they've got good sealing lids, and this is one that I've repurposed.
So this is the vodka or distilled water that we would already have in, and then you add
right, and we have some of our ingredients in there. What you want to do is you want to go ahead and add your lavender, and you want to fill this enough so that it covers over and we're going to cut up the lemongrass into little pieces, and cutting it up into the little pieces is going to actually help disperse the essential oils. And you know, you want to add your lavender. There's our lemongrass going in. We've already added our citronella geranium. We're going to take the eucalyptus, and we're going to go ahead and just peel that back like that. And we can put that in just in bunches, or we can cut up the leaves. Either way, because what you want to make sure that you're doing when you are cutting up these leaves is that you are releasing.
Which that will definitely do. I mean, just standing here and crushing them, you can smell how much the oils are coming out.
And you know, the other thing about eucalyptus is the antiseptic properties that it has.
So this needs to sit for how long sealed up?
For 2 weeks if you're doing it in the vodka base. If you're using a distilled water, let it sit for a little bit longer. Let it cook for a little bit longer. Now what you want to do the first couple of days that you make this mixture, you want to make sure that it's completely covered. So you don't want any plant material sticking up, because that plant material could mold on you.
So you can go through and like stir it around.
Yeah, what I normally do, I sit it in the kitchen, because then that way you remember it, and once a night, just give it a little swirl. And so, you know, mark your calendar, 2 weeks, and you know, check it every so often, just to make sure. And see, that's already
strong.
It's already strong. Now, the nice thing about it is, if you don't have the plant material, if you don't have the wherewithal, essential oils are available. This is lemongrass oil, this is geranium oil, and this is lavender oil.
And these, you can mix these, you can find recipes, I guess you would say, to do these. And
online, there's a multitude of recipes, and there's even YouTube videos that will show you how to put them together. Now, this was one that I found with lavender and lemon. And, you know, the great thing about this is putting this on, you're going to get And this is just for aromatherapeutic properties. This is, you know, this one we're talking about right now. Right. This is aromatherapeutic properties, but it will help to fend off some of the mosquitoes.
Okay.
But putting together the mosquito beater, which is the lemongrass,
yes.
lavender, eucalyptus, and geranium, you're going to be set for the summer.
All right. Derek Thomas, thank you so much for coming in. Back to you.
Derek, Sarah, thank you very much. Good information.